Hello everybody and welcome back to Jake's RC Stuff, and today we're going to be talking about HobbyKing. Now this was going to be an on the bench video, but because of what happened, or what's happening, it's going to be a hell of a lot easier if I just do it as a screen recording of the website, and it's a desk video as opposed to a workbench video. Now HobbyKing, after their massive fine that I fairly sure bankrupted them without it necessarily being put through as a bankruptcy, sort of been regrowing again. You know, they went down. I think they had the Hong Kong warehouse and they had one US warehouse, maybe. I'm not even sure if they ended up closing both in the end, but they closed one of the USA warehouses. They closed the EU, the UK. And I tried to buy a load of stuff out of the UK one, and they never shipped it, and it was a real PR disaster for them. And lately they've been opening the EU warehouse in the UK, then the Australian, as you can see over here, with some very good prices. So I knew that I'd be ordering from them at some point. In fact, even when they were in the global warehouse, I ordered some batteries from them where you just couldn't get them anywhere else. The sort of 5200 12C batteries. I wanted that for the mini drac, and I ended up ordering them all the way from Hong Kong. And they've been doing batteries, as you can see. They've got 2 or 3 other brands that they don't own, but they're stocking their stuff. Possibly taking over a little bit from Banggood, because Banggood had Volantex and things like that, and seems to have sort of dribbled out of existence in terms of doing RC stuff. We used to buy stuff from Banggood practically every week for a while there. But yes, so I knew I was going to order something from them eventually, and one of the things that we've used for a long number of years are these batteries. So these are for our radios. So for Taba, we used them in our 14s, we used them in 18SZs, and my dad's 18SZ and my 16SZ, and they've got to be 5 to 10 years old, and they've always worked quite well. And we decided the other day that they're getting a bit long in the tooth, and considering it's your radio and all your nice models fly through these radios, it's not even, they're what the multiple thousand pounds irreplaceable planes fly through on these Futaba radios. So we decided we'll replace them, especially now HobbyKing are back in the UK. So, and especially for less than £9.50 each, available in the UK warehouse. So I bought 4, and they're in a box next to me. And it was very interesting as we went through the buying process to actually find out who HobbyKing is actually now, because HobbyKing has always been sort of a trading name. Before, when you used to buy stuff, your PayPal would tell you that you'd bought something from Hextronic Limited. It would be shipped from the Lucky Stuff UK Limited. In the UK, I've actually been to the HobbyKing UK warehouse when I was buying a load of batteries. It was just the cheapest way of doing it. They're doing multiple orders due to the amount of kilowatt hours and things like that was in this order. And they always used to ship things via Royal Mail or Parcel Force. Royal Mail for small stuff, Parcel Force for the big stuff. I think I've got a picture on my phone of I can't remember what plane it was. It may have been my Flying Giants Extra 300. Just sat outside my house because the Parcel Force guy was a friggin' idiot. I've had arguments with him when he wasn't even delivering stuff for me, and he was just driving like a knob. So quite happy that it wasn't that Parcel Force don't seem to be on the list as much. Who are on the list though? When you go to order, so PayPal says you've bought something from Global Column Limited, as in Nelson's Column. If you Google that, you'll get the spelling. Like what you have in a Greek building. And they are registered in the same address that Hextronic is or was registered to, so they're either clearly a rebrand or something to try and get away from the FAA fine. And then the people it's apparently being shipped from is 51 Cargo. Now, I've had a look into 51 Cargo, and one of the world's most generic websites, and they certainly aren't just HobbyKing. So before we're sorry, I've just seen down here, if you've not seen this, so the lorem ipsum blah 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 blah, that's just filler text. So they've not had any latest news. Okay. They also have 2 locations listed, so that's an M17 postcode. That is a WA12 postcode. And if we look at that, that's where they are, bang in the middle of your screen. That's Manchester over there, which strangely isn't labelled for some reason, and then that's Liverpool, so pretty much bang in the middle. And then that address up at the top is actually here. I believe that may be where they are. I don't fully know. It's Trafford Park, so it sort of makes a little bit of sense. Yeah, I was kind of excited when I saw Manchester because I thought, oh, that's a hell of a lot closer than wherever they used to be for me. No, it seems as if they are a company that do a lot of things. I know a few companies sort of do this. Basically, what HobbyKing's doing is they ship the stuff to them, and then when you order stuff and it says it's coming from the UK warehouse, basically HobbyKing might even be as simple as sending an email over to them, considering their main phone number is a mobile number. And once they do that, they will they then send you the items. If I look at the sender on the box, obviously the 2 has got all of my information on it. None of the reference numbers, the consignment reference number matches my order, and the sender box is completely blank. And for something slightly different, although apparently false is a thing in my address, I can assure you it isn't. Your options seem to be DPD or Yodel if it's batteries. I did add just like one of the small Volantex plays just to see what it's like when it isn't something as dangerous as a battery. And Royal Mail did also pop up, so I think for smaller stuff they'll also send with Royal Mail. But Parcel Force, unless maybe it's bigger things, but to be honest with you, I think DPD will send cheaper than Parcel Force, so that's why it'll be DPD and Yodel. DPD bloke round here is really, really good. Obviously here Horse Store is about pretty much every delivery company. Yodel, the Yodel man used to be brilliant, but I haven't seen a Yodel van in a million years, so I don't know what's going on with Yodel. But anyway, that's who's actually dealing with and sending you stuff and who they are. And at this point, I was being a bench video. What I was going to do is I was going to, say, hey, here they are. Here's my first order from HobbyKing UK. Blah 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 blah. Less than 40 quid. I think it was about 5 quid to ship it. It wasn't a lot. We bought 4 batteries because me and my dad have a radio, and then 1 spare for each of us. And yeah, these are what we're buying. These are what we've used for the last 5 or 10 years, or 5 to 10 years. Definitely needed some new ones, and you can very easily see why, if I go through some of these, why you wouldn't want it. So I'm fairly sure the 16 and the 18. So I think the 16 doesn't come with a battery. The 18, because it's a fancy one, does. And the 14s came with these crappy Nikon batteries, which are 68 quid. If you want a proper Futaba battery, let me zoom in for you. 150 quid for a 6-volt, 2100 milliamp hour life battery. So you can see, even when these were, I think these used to be more expensive, about 20 quid. You can see where we'd go for them. Looking at other alternatives. So this is on Amazon, for example. And sorry about that. So as you can see, this is clearly a Gens Ace battery with some very crappy Photoshop. Where's the mouse? To get rid of the Gens Ace logo, or whatever logo was under there. Yeah, it squeals not good, and it's more expensive. It's 18 quid. You can save a certain amount, but anyway. But yes, that's a little bit dodgy. We've done that already. So, bought 4 of these, paid the shipping, delivered today. Came nice and quick, no problem. No problem with the order. And then we opened them, and I'm going to overlay some pictures here. Let me get the pictures up on my phone. Hopefully you can see the problem. They are a lot longer, and obviously look completely different to what I actually ordered. And I've checked, this wasn't a one-off. I opened 3 out of the 4. I'll be honest, I didn't bother with the 4th one because, to be honest with you, 3 of them were wrong. I'm going to send them all back anyway. But yeah, as you can see by that picture, it's a little bit harder because it was on a brown wooden desk. But hopefully you can see it's sort of 10 centimetres, 1/4 of an inch longer than it should be. All the other dimensions seem about fine. But that is what I ordered on my monitor, on the HobbyKing website, and then this is what I received. So it's not the same product. And it's also kind of knackers us because Ripmax have probably gone bust anyway, and we're not paying 150 quid for batteries because we need at least 3. So that's 450 quid on radio batteries. I'm not going to buy that dodgy looking knockoff Gens Ace. I don't really know. Was it JP? Or I think it might have been JP that are now doing Futaba as Ripmax have gone bust. It might be wise contacting them to say, hey, what the hell can I do? But yeah, that's not good because I'm now going to go through a returns process. Now, these have not even been plugged into a checker to check the voltage or anything yet. They've literally got out, they went, oh, that looks a bit big. Checked them, they don't fit. And I even still have my 14. I checked it in that. It's too big. It literally says on the page what they're for, and yet it doesn't fit them. So really not a great start. So I'm going to speak to the live chat now if they're available, and we'll see what they say. I'm not going to do that live just in case I've got to log in or share information or do whatever. So I'll stop the recording and edit it in. But yeah, let's see what the returns process is now like for the new HobbyKing UK. So I'll be right back in a moment. Okay, so as you can see, above what you can see on the screen is like my order number, delivery date, order date, which I'm just keeping out. But this is what I'm saying to them. I'm saying I want to return all of them. Items not satisfactory, and explain I bought these batteries to replace them I already had. They look the same as the product photos, and for Futaba 14 SG as advertised in the item description. Upon receiving the item, the product has clearly been updated and no longer fits my radio. As you can see by the pictures, it is now quite a bit longer. These batteries have only been taken out of the packaging, not charged, and not even put on a tester. So I'll upload that photo in a moment. There's an option for a video, item condition. I'm going to say unopened. Oh, technically it's been opened. I'm going to confirm that. So I'm just going to email the picture across and then upload it. I'm not going to do this bit. And we'll see what they say. If they do come back and complain about it, we'll let them off. It does say that I have to do it. But yeah, I'll get that email. I'll get the photo sent across in an email, and then we can get that uploaded and see what they say. So bear me a moment. Oh dear. So I've uploaded the picture. I've clicked next. You can see there's the bottom of the thing, which you can now no longer change. And then it's come up with these instructions. The product must be brand new. If the item has been used, your MMA claim will be rejected. If the original packaging is blown open, only 80% of the product price will be refunded to cover the repacking and QC rechecking costs. Now, to be fair, this is a relatively small order. I mean, that means that I would lose 8 quid, which... Is that right? Have I got that right? If it's 40 odd quid order... Yes, it'd be 8 quid, which is still annoying, but not as bad as it could be. Please return the items in 30 days for the time of the application, otherwise your MA claim will be rejected. If your item is damaged faulty, please kindly contact CS team to cancel this no fuss return. Claim to follow below instructions. Or fail to follow below instructions. Product will lead to the reject of your parcel. So... Please pack the product in the original packaging. Please make sure the postal packaging has sufficient protection and the product is still in a saleable condition. I'll be honest with you, these are absolutely stuffed into this box. No bubble wrap or anything, so I'm not going to put any bubble wrap on it. The item has been opened. I want to make it very clear that the way that these products have been opened is that I have opened a box that has no sealing tape, and I wouldn't know these have been opened, in all honesty. They're all in the bubble wrap, exactly as they were. They may or may not have the tape on them, but to be honest with you, who bloody cares? And they say that 80% refunded. So I'm going to try talking on the live chat. Can I still copy stuff out of here? Yes, I can. So I'm going to try and chat on the live chat and ask them, A, where am I sending them back to, and B, why am I only getting 80% when it's their fault. So we'll try the live chat even, and be back in a moment. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so I basically told them the same thing that's in the ticket, and then said, I don't see why I should have to lose 20% of my order due to a mistake from you. And as you can see, they turned around and said, I understand. Please know that for all warranty cases, only your warranty can check and evaluate this, but for the price will be refunded based on the condition of the item. If the item is in 100% condition, then you will get the price of the item in full. You can also comment this on your RMA so our warranty team can give you more information regarding this. Okay, so I'm just going to... So I've got a copy of it and we'll print the return label. A second for the items. It wants me to send it back to China. I'm not sending items back to China. I'm not doing it. That's where it wants us to send it to. I bought it from the UK. I'm sending it back to the UK. I'm not sending it back to China. It's batteries. Do you know how expensive it's going to be? Let me chat to this bloke. Hello. It says I have to send it to China. I bought from UK. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say this is the reason you use PayPal and or a credit card. Because when they start pulling this shit, this is when you can go to PayPal and say, hey, I bought it from the UK. This is where it was shipped from. These are their two addresses. I'm not sending it to China. They used to do this stuff before. And sometimes you'd do a PayPal claim and they would say, you got to send it to China. And I'd say, no, actually. It says in there, and I'll put through another claim if I've got to, it says that they'll basically ask for a screenshot of where it says the UK address is, and they'll take it as that. Leave a message. Right. Hello. 2 problems with this return. Number 1. This fault has... Let me zoom in for you. Well, there we go. This fault/return has been caused by yourselves, so I do not see why I have to see why I only get an 80% refund. This does not seem fair or correct. 2. This RMA is saying that I have to send these items back to China. Oh, fucking Grammarly gets my nerves sometimes. The RMA say that I'm sending them back to China. I bought these from the UK, so I am not sending these back to China. The shipping will cost more than the order itself. Thanks, Jake. Right, well, we'll leave that there. I'll have to give you an update in the future. But I'm not holding out hope. What's Jovi over here going to say now? Probably going to say, not my fault. It's the warranty team, which is what he said earlier. Right, well, I'll get to editing this. And, yeah, I'll let you know how it goes, whether it ends in a good resolution for a no fuss, in quotes, return, or whether this will be a PayPal claim. Because, yeah, I'm not sending it to China, and I'm not accepting anything less than a full refund, because this problem was not my fault. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Like, comment, and subscribe and stuff as well. Why not? Okay, so just a black screen to end this video. It's a snow day today. This is the 8th of February in the UK, and yeah, it's a snow day. Which snow days now? I mean, you just work from home, you don't get a day off. I just wanted to give you an update that I recorded everything you've just seen last night. I did it and uploaded it, but actually not put it live yet, so I'll rip that down and stick this onto the end of it. I woke up to a email very early in the morning to basically say that, yeah, you're going to get a full refund and you can send it to the UK address, which is the location must be between Manchester and Liverpool, the one that I showed earlier, not the one that's in the Trafford Centre or wherever it said. So anyway, that's it. It's hopefully going to go okay. I decided I'd upload this and stick this onto the end because I presume this is going to be the end of it, and we have got a good resolution. It's just the information that's on the website is poor, and my understanding is it's kind of illegal what they've said for people in the UK. But anyway, never mind. We'll leave this as a positive. So we'll change the title of this video slightly to a wonky start instead of a terrible start. But yeah, thanks again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that business, and I have ordered some different batteries, some Gens Ace ones, via Sussex Model Centre. So twice the price, but we'll see how that goes. See you in the next one. Bye bye.